J-Drone here. This is the HS200G from Holystone. We're going to give this an unboxing, show you some of the features and whatnot. And right away I see they say the camera is 720p. I'm definitely super stoked about that. I love a good camera. And here, guys, is a look at the back of the box. For your FPV app, they have your scanners here. All you gotta do is scan it on your device and it'll pop right up. And this is how you run it. It says connect the power of the model and then access the settings in the mobile phone. Open the Wi-Fi and find Holystone FPV. When the link is successfully connected, exit setting option. Open the app, direct app, PPV, and then click the icon. Play to enter the control interface to make real-time recording. It's pretty cool they actually have that on there. You don't get a fish through instruction manual. And over here, I keep all my boxes. I don't know about you guys, but there's a look at the controls. They're right on the back of the box. If you're gonna keep your box, you'll always have your controls and won't have to worry about the instruction manual. But I do suggest that you put all your instruction manuals in one place, as I do, and you'll never have to worry about not knowing where something is. But if you do lose something, I have the same drone. Again, I have all mine and I'm very happy to share. And this is a look at what's in the box once you pop the lid open, and everything's super shiny because they have a plastic shield to keep stuff from moving around. Let's see if that'll just pop up, and it fits pretty securely on there. Let's see, come on, like really securely. They might actually have a piece of tape on this. Give me 1 second. Okay, there was no tape on that plastic. You just have to lift up from both sides equally and lift up at the same time and it will come off. If you're just lifting up from one side, it's pinching over here, it won't come off. What we have here is your little goodie bag, extra propellers, micro SD reader, some screws, I believe that's it, and a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver in there. That's how you're going to charge the drone. If you look here, that'll go into your USB, and then right there, that will go into the back of the quad itself, right there, and there's your on-off button. This right here goes over top of your antenna, and that's what holds your cell phone or device, whatever you're gonna have on it. And back here is your propeller guards, which I generally don't use because I generally don't fly inside. And if you're flying outside, you get close to a tree. These like to hook the trees, and then you got to go climb the tree, which is not advised. And then you have your landing gear, which go on the bottom of the quad, which I would suggest putting that on because this does have a camera. And then we have our controller here, which I'll go over the buttons in 1 minute. Alright, check it out, guys. This is your controller here, and there is your FPV mount for your cell phone. There's a little nub on here. Initial thoughts, I thought this was going to slide over top of the antenna like most do, but that little nub is going to go directly in that little hole there, and all you're going to do is put it in that hole. There you go. And then, as you can see, it rotates, and then it's getting binded up against that. It actually sits on there very snugly, so just push it over, and as you can see here, now it's one with that. Then all you have to do is this pin is just tighten it. If you just go ahead and tighten that pin there, you don't have to risk this coming out. And as you can see, I do have batteries in it. It does have a very nicely lit display here. And turn it off, just long hold. Quick overview of the controller, guys. To start your drone, you are going to turn that on. You will turn your drone on by the button on the back. You will throttle up and then down. You will be binded. That's how your display should look if you are binded to the drone. To start your drone, just press that. Your blades will start to spin, and then you can control it with your sticks. Auto land, press that, or if you hold down, it'll land to the ground, the blades will still be spinning, and after about 2 to 3 seconds, you'll shut it down. This button up here is advertised to record video. If you long hold, as you can see, camera is being lit, and then press again, and it'll stop the recording. And then if you press it once, camera was lit once. That's supposedly for picture. I have tried it. I've had no success actually getting anything to the SD card with Wi-Fi cameras. They're constantly transmitting Wi-Fi to be picked up through a device. That way you can record off of the device. I've had no success with it. I will contact Holystone and see why that button's like that, because this is the second drone that I've had that issue with, where they advertise a button to record off of the camera on the body, but in fact I don't get anything. This button here is inoperable. That would be to control your camera up and down adjustment if it was the right series, which this is not the right series. This button is for your headless mode. As you can see, that kind of just lit there, and let's see if we can get that on there for you. It says headless, and go ahead and turn that off. Speed, we're on the second speed setting. You want to go down one, press down. You want to go up one, and just like the other drone that this kind of looks like, I'm assuming it has turbo speed. As you can see, one up to max speed, and then press it again and it does that whole thing. It might have turbo speed like the other one that's kind of like this, but we'll test that out for you. Again, one button takeoff, one button land, and this is one key return. Press that, it should come back to you off the base heading. These are your trims, left to right, up and down, and again you have your throttle up, throttle down, and yaw right, yaw left, and then pitch left, pitch right, pitch forward, pitch backwards. And then to do flips, you will press this, and if you see down here, you see your let's see, there we go, roll, it says, and then bam, you do a backflip. Roll, bam, you do a front flip. Roll, bam, you do a side barrel roll, and bam, side barrel roll. That's basic functions of this. Alright, as you can see, we are outside. We're going to take this for a basic flight. The app itself is very simple. You turn on the quad once you have the app installed, and to get the app installed, simply just scan what's on the back of the box and turn the quad on, go into your settings, look for the Wi-Fi, click on it, connect to it, and then start the application. As you can see, it is altitude hold. Really don't have to mess with that left stick if you want it at a certain altitude. As also, you can see that I don't have the cell phone or a tablet on it. I'm not recording now, I'm just showing you the flyability of this. The camera itself is very good. I've tested it. I have pictures on Drone Days. If you're not a member, you should probably go to Facebook and check out Drone Days. Talk about drones, talk about new drones, talk about drones that you don't know anything about from other people, etc. But again, this is a flight review. As you can see, it is able to maintain a certain altitude without playing with that left stick. That's what it's advertised to do. Right now we're testing about medium range here. I really don't have any wind, so this is optimal time to be flying where you're not getting any type of gust or anything. And this is a good flyer. It does have a bunch of speed modes, as you saw in the controller overview in the beginning. It has lots of speed modes, guys, so you should be able to find one that fits your needs. And as you can see, I have somebody over here with a quad. Generally there's not too many people out here, that's kind of why I fly out here, but somebody with a quad, you can hear them coming. You really don't have to be too aware of what's going on. A quad's pretty loud, so hear somebody coming, pay attention to where they are, keep your drone in eyesight, keep them in eyesight as you just saw me, and you'll have zero issues whatsoever. As you can see, I'm taking it out a decent ways. I will get this up in altitude for you just to see, and look at the speed on it, just to see if we can, bam, look at that. I'm going to take it up in altitude, see if it's going to disconnect from the controller, or if I can go up just about as high as I like with zero issues. If I could go up just about as high as I like with zero issues, this has optimal range. You should really never fly out of sight, even with the FPV cam, with these toy grades, just because if the transmission glitches out, or say the transmission goes further than the controller transmission to the drone goes, then you're going to have issues either way. Unless you have a high grade drone that can operate off of an app and like Google Maps or something where it's GPSing its own location, flying site, guys. And here's a good look at it. It's basically in position, and that is me walking around it. It's a very stable drone. And there you go. See the yaw rate on that, and just kind of pitches downwards. I do have it in the highest speed mode right now, and it's a pretty quick drone. Those lights on the bottom are very bright, and look at those birds. I think right now we're gonna test their altitude. The birds took off. They wanted nothing to do with the drone. But we're going up here, guys. I'm happy with the altitude right now. Obviously, I'm not doing an altitude test. I'm just out here flying. Work's been crazy, so I really haven't been able to plan altitude tests and other type of thorough testing besides just these little overviews to give you an idea if you want to get the spot or not. You can see it's a pinprick. It's got some distance on it, and it didn't disconnect from the controller whatsoever, so I'm happy with that. As a new flyer, you should definitely be happy with that. As an advanced flyer, getting up about as high as I was, I'd say that's probably like 500, I'd say probably about 500, 600 feet tops. You're going to get some good aerial footage from that. You're also going to be able to pull nice stills off your video. I generally never use the image button because and as you can see, lights are blinking. Our battery's just about dead here. The image button itself is difficult to use unless you're paying very good attention to your FPV. Go record video, and you can pull stills off of it all day long. That's how I pull my stills, and that's how I get the best stills. Right now, I'm going to press return home just to show you what's going to happen. Return home. It's not coming back to the controller. It's going back that way. We took off the opposite way. It's coming back to the other way. It goes off of base heading. Right now, I'm going to press the land button, which is the same thing as takeoff. And it is landing. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Again, if you're on Facebook, Drone Days, check it out. Go on there and get approved. Later.